Have you ever heard of a ghost haunting the Ozarks? Not a ghost of the past, but one from the future. This is the story of Zero Antarctica, a mysterious creator, an outsider artist who is redefining what it means to be from the hills. He's a polymath, a jack of all trades, who blends Appalachian traditions with something he calls Ozarks Futurism. Imagine high-tech DIY engineering mixed with the raw, soulful spirit of rural folk art. It's a world where old-timey music meets cutting-edge technology. So, who is this elusive figure? Well, he goes by many names. You might know him as Hillbill Gittard, or maybe the Bull Shoals Boogeyman, a persona he uses for his experimental blues and folk music, diving deep into the folklore of Bull Shoals Lake. But Zero Antarctica is his main digital identity, especially on Bandcamp. There, you'll find a huge library of his music gritty, authentic sounds made with cigar box guitars he builds himself, washboards, and harmonicas. His whole philosophy is what you could call lo-fi high-tech. He salvages discarded analog gear, like old radios and TVs, and pairs it with custom-built digital systems. One of his most fascinating projects is Ozarks Futurism. This isn't just a style. It's a mission. He uses modern tech like AI and custom coding to preserve and reinterpret the folklore and culture of the Ozarks. He wants to make sure the stories and traditions of hillbilly life don't just survive, but evolve. Think about that for a second, using artificial intelligence to keep ancient mountain tales alive. It's a beautiful contradiction. And speaking of AI, he reportedly built his own. It's an AI entity he calls Bro, and it's integrated into his homemade computers. He uses Bro to help with his creative work, maybe to generate musical ideas, or even to monitor environmental data in the Ozarks. This isn't some off-the-shelf software. He built the hardware himself. We're talking custom computers running on Linux, and even his own personal AM, FM, and UHF TV broadcast equipment. He's literally creating his own independent media network to share his art with the world, free from corporate control. His skills are as eclectic as his art. He's a master craftsman when it comes to building instruments. He can take a simple cigar box and turn it into a professional-sounding guitar, proving that you don't need expensive gear to make powerful music. It's all about resourcefulness and soul. Beyond his art, he's deeply committed to his community. He's active in local animal rescue and wildlife rehabilitation, often using the money from his pay-what-you-want music releases to fund these efforts. So when you support his music, you're also helping to protect the natural beauty of the Ozarks. So how did one person learn to do all of this? He's incredibly private about his background, but his work tells a story of relentless self-education. His knowledge of radio and TV broadcasting probably comes from a deep dive into amateur ham radio and repairing vintage equipment. He's clearly a self-taught Linux guru who loves the open-source world, which allows him to build complex systems like his AI, Ro, from the ground up. And his musical talent? That comes straight from the heart of the Ozarks' oral traditions. He learned it the old-fashioned way, through community, by listening to the stories and songs passed down through generations. Zero Antarctica is more than just an artist. He's a living archive, a bridge between the analog past and the digital future. He proves that tradition and innovation aren't enemies. They can be powerful partners. He's a modern-day folk hero, using the tools of the 21st century to sing the songs of the ancient hills. He shows us that the most powerful art often comes from the margins, from those who dare to build their own world. If you're intrigued by this blend of old-world charm and futuristic vision, I highly recommend you check out his work on Bandcamp. You won't find anything else quite like it. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more stories about incredible creators.